Hello, it's Storytime with Terry Joe. Today's story is Listening with My Heart. It's by Gabi Garcia and illustrated by Ying Hui Tan. This is a story of kindness and self-compassion, and in Rise and Shine, we're learning about the heart chakra. So, of course, I thought this tied right in. So let's get started. Listening with My Heart. Esperanza's tummy fluttered as she practiced her lines on the porch. Today was the class play. Waiting for Mama to walk with her to school, she paced back and forth when she spotted a heart-shaped rock. Let's see if you can see that. Esperanza picked it up and showed it to Mama as soon as she stepped outside. "I see you found a little treasure," said Mama. Esperanza rubbed its rough surface and felt a twinkle of joy. "Maybe it's a sign." "For what?" asked Mama. She thought about the class play later that afternoon, wondering what it would finally be like in the spotlight. "To put my heart into everything I do," she answered. I would say she's right on to something there. At that moment, they heard scratching and a soft cry. Esperanza peeked under the stairs and spotted a kitty shaking and shivering. No Mama in sight. She scooped the kitten onto her lap and cuddled her. "She's all alone. I think she's hungry." Esperanza reached for her lunch bag, pinched off a piece of chicken, and offered it to the kitty, who gobbled it up. "Mama, I think the rock is a reminder to spread kindness and love. That's what we do when we listen with our hearts." "I think you're on to something," said Mama. "Can we keep Cleopatra, please?" asked Esperanza, who'd already named the kitty. "Queens are always welcome at our house," said Mama. "If she's still after school, we'll take her in." I don't know, that's pretty generous of the Mama to take a stray cat in. There's usually a lot more consideration than that, but it's a story, so let's continue on. At school, Esperanza was more focused on the play than on math or reading. Clutching her script during recess, she noticed Bao sitting alone on a bench. He was new in school this week and didn't speak much English. She wondered if he felt lonely or scared. Esperanza found a soccer ball and kicked it over to him. A smile spread across Bao's face. He stood, popped the ball in the air, and then bounced it between his knee and his head a few times. "Dude's got moves," thought Esperanza. They spent recess giggling and making up hand signals. Afterwards, Esperanza borrowed Miss Owen's English-/Vietnamese dictionary. She wrote "friend" in Vietnamese, drew a picture of Bao and her, and then put it on his desk. Esperanza rubbed the rock in her pocket. Listening with her heart made her feel peaceful inside. Finally, it was time for the performance. It was too late for Bao to be in the play, but he stood at Miss Owen's side as a stagehand. Excitement bubbled as Esperanza awaited her cue. Esperanza walked on stage and tripped as she was about to say her first line, and she splattered across the stage. When she got up, she forgot her lines, so Miss Owen whispered them to her from backstage. Heat rushed through Esperanza's body as all eyes were glued to her. She wished she could disappear. "I ruined the play," thought Esperanza, rushing off stage as soon as she'd finished her part. "I'm such a dummy for forgetting my lines. I messed up in front of everyone." She tucked herself in behind some props so no one would see her. Esperanza noticed her body shaking and her face still burning. She took a deep breath and dug the rock out of her pocket. It was cracked and lopsided, just how she felt. Esperanza touched her hand to her heart and felt the disappointment. So touch your hand to your heart. Maybe you can relate to something like this that's happened to you where you were excited about something and then you made a big mistake and felt ashamed. Bao found Esperanza a few minutes later and handed her a drawing with the word friend written on it. No, it's going to make me cry. Esperanza nodded. She hadn't been treating herself like a friend. Esperanza realized this wasn't the first time she'd been unkind to herself. At the soccer game last weekend, she'd missed the ball that swooshed by her head, and they lost the game. "Nice work," a player from the other team yelled as the others laughed. Esperanza thought she'd let her team down and was the worst soccer player in the world. Thinking those thoughts made her feel worse. At the curtain call, Esperanza reminded herself she hadn't ruined the play. She had an accident. And accidents happen to everyone. Listening with her heart wasn't just about giving kindness and love to others. It was about giving it to herself too. I can be a friend to myself, thought Esperanza. When Esperanza got home, she focused on her favorite things. She zipped down the hill on her bike and then spent the afternoon painting at the kitchen table. She also got the hug she needed from Mama and some cuddles from Cleopatra. And then this has a little bit, I'm going to read you a little bit of this because it's good stuff. Listening with your heart. That was really the end of the story on this page with the hugging Mama. I don't even know if I showed you that. I love that picture. So sweet. Listening with your heart. Some days stink. Not everything will go the way you want. You'll get upset. You'll make mistakes. When this happens, you can pause, take a few deep breaths, and practice listening with your heart. You can name what you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling is okay. So maybe it's sadness, disappointment, embarrassed, shame, guilt. You listen to your body and notice the sensations you're having. Maybe your heart is feeling heavy. Maybe you're feeling hot and red. Maybe you're feeling shaking, right? Pay attention to your self-talk. This is the big area where you have a lot of control. Are the words supportive and understanding, or are they mean and rude? Are you being a friend to yourself? So here's an example of not friendly talk. I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did that. What an idiot. Nobody does stupid stuff like that. What a loser. I'm so fat. I'm so ugly. Nobody loves me. I'm worthless. Yeek, we don't want to say those things. Would you ever say those things to a friend? I hope not. So don't say them to yourself and don't think them. If those start coming in, then you reinforce the positive. I made a mistake. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. This too shall pass. I just didn't know. I'm learning. I'm in the learning process. There's always room to grow. You don't have to lie and say I'm the smartest person in the world. You could, but just be gentle, the way you would talk to a little wounded one, a little one that fell down. If your daughter was or son was the one that messed up their lines, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed you did that." You would say, "Honey, it's okay. People make mistakes, and you did a great job getting back up." Or whatever, however you say it. When we treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we give someone we care for, we are practicing self-compassion. I'd say the world could benefit by that. Being my own friend. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a gentle hug. Take a few deep breaths and close your eyes if you like and say these words to yourself. When I feel sadness, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. When I feel anger, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. And then you could substitute that for any feeling. So let's do that. When I feel sadness, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. When I feel anger, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. When I feel embarrassment or shame or guilt, may I treat myself with kindness and show myself love and respect. Something like that. Okay, that's that. Kind words for myself. There's more, and we are all connected. I love this. It gives you like tips on what to do. I'll read the we are all connected, and we'll finish with that. Everyone messes up. Everyone makes mistakes and feels strong emotions. It's normal. Everyone wants to feel kindness and love. This is what connects us to each other. Place your hands gently in your lap, take a few deep breaths, and close your eyes and say these words to yourself. I'm going to put mine on my hand on my heart. I connect myself through love and kindness. I connect to myself through love and kindness. I connect to others through love and kindness. I connect to the world through love and kindness. I connect to you through love and kindness. I love you. Have a blessed day. That was Listening with My Heart by Gabi Garcia.